Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be running through the top 5 CDL class setups you guys should be using in League Play. So, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. I would really appreciate it. We're super close to 42,000 subscribers, so it would mean a lot to me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the class setups. The first one is going to be the AK-740U, but before I do show you guys the class setups, I want to go ahead and talk about what secondary, tactical, lethal, and perks you guys want to use. So first of all, I recommend you using stun grenade, frag grenade, trophy system. Use flak jacket to obviously avoid damage from explosives. There's going to be a lot of grenades all the time. Tac mask is very important because there's also going to be a lot of stuns all the time. You want gearhead to have an increased field upgrade cooldown, so it's a lot faster. And you also want quartermaster, so you can recharge your equipment every 25 seconds. Next up, you want gung-ho to... This gung-ho does a lot, honestly. It lets you fire and use your equipment while sprinting. It lets you move at full speed when reloading. It also allows you to switch weapons faster, so you guys can quickly switch weapons when in a gunfight instead of reloading. It lets you to take less damage from falling, which is very helpful. You don't want to be taking any fall damage. And next up, it also allows you to fire more accurately while sliding. So it's going to help you guys a lot, and this is definitely a must-need perk. Next up, we have Ninja, which allows you to move a lot more quietly. This one's obvious. You don't want the enemies hearing your footsteps. So, the class setup we have first is the AK-74U. Great damage, hardly any recoil, great mobility, great range. You cannot go wrong with this weapon. You're going to want the KGB Eliminator to get rid of the recoil. The Task Force Barrel for increased damage, effective damage range, and also bullet velocity. You want the Spetsnaz Grip for increased vertical and horizontal recoil control. The 50 round mags if you're playing something such as Hardpoint or anything like that. And then if you're playing on S&D, I would take the 50 mag off and use the Gru Elastic Wrap instead. Next up, you want to use the KGB Skeletal stock because it increases the sprint to fire time and also the aim walking movement speed. Or you guys can also use the Spetsnaz PKM stock. Next up, we're going to have the AK-47. This is an insanely accurate weapon, and you guys are going to be able to laser beam people off this. This is more of an S&D weapon, so I recommend using it on game modes such as S&D. You're going to want to use the KGB Eliminator stock. You're going to want to use the KGB Eliminator once again because it decreases recoil control. You want to use the KGB Eliminator because this obviously gets rid of the recoil. The Takedown Barrel for extra damage range. The Spetsnaz Grip once again for vertical and horizontal recoil control. The Gru Elastic Wrap and also any of the bottom two stocks. Honestly, both of these stocks are very, very good. The only downside, this one has less hipfire accuracy and this one has a little bit more hipfire accuracy. Next up, we have the XM4, which is a very, very good assault rifle. It's all round one of the best assault rifles you can use. It's pretty much like the M4A1, which is obviously a very popular weapon. Once again, the SOCOM Eliminator, which is the KGB Eliminator. It's the same thing, just a different name. You want to use the Task Force Barrel for the increased damage, effective range. Field Agent Grip, Salvo 50 round mags if you're playing Hardpoint, or S&D. Go ahead and take that off and stick on a stock. And then you want the Airborne Elastic on. Airborne Elastic Wrap is actually very good because it allows you to aim while going prone. So this is going to allow you to drop shot while still aiming in, and it's going to allow you to win a lot more gunfights a lot easier. The next one is going to be a Tundra class, or you can also use a pelington with the same attachments. But if you are using this weapon, I would recommend you guys using Overkill and actually using this weapon with a, let's say, assault rifle, or you can use it with an SMG. The Royal Cross 4x scope is a very, very nice scope to use. The stabilizer, so you have less idle sway control. And then you want the tire. You're going to want the stabilizer so you can be more accurate. The Tiger Team for more damage and fire rate. The bipod, which is an insanely good attachment on snipers. And then you want the 7 fast. And then you want the fast mag, which is just going to allow you to reload faster. Or you guys can take that off and stick on the radar pad instead to aim in faster. The last weapon on the list is going to be the MP5. The SOCOM Eliminator to get rid of the recoil. The Task Force Barrel for increased damage range, etc, etc. The Field Agent Grip. Airborne Elastic Wrap. and then the Raider stock. This class is a super rushy class, especially good for rushing, so if you guys are a rushy player, give this class a go. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.